Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Grifols Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, I fly a lot, but I've never had this happen. Somebody on the plane decided, hey, let me do a little singing. And, they just decided, hey, let's regale the whole plane. Now, I don't know if they thought this is what was going to be happening, but somebody on the plane filmed this random dude who was sitting in his seat. Now, he had earbuds on. Okay. And he was clearly listening to David Bowie's Space Oddity. And, sometimes when you have the earbuds in, you start singing, you don't realize everybody else can hear you.
Ground control to Major Tom. Put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Countdown engines on.
This guy.
Wow,
If
wow.
I didn't know that David Bowie was not with us anymore, I would have been convinced that was him flying.
Oh, for sure.
Warming up for his next show.
Yeah, that guy was loud. I don't know if he had the noise-canceling headphones or whatever, but he was louder than he probably thought he was, I guess.
Do you think he was drunk?
Well, that could have been a little bit of it, too. Yeah.
That would bother me. Like, I fly a lot too, and if somebody was doing that, I'd be like, especially nowadays in today's climate, if somebody was like screaming that loud on the plane, or not screaming, but singing that loud, I'd just be like, guy, you're gonna get us grounded. Like,
they grounded by our parents?
Yeah, by the parents.
Okay.
And the pilot.
I think I'd take a mask and just smother him with it.
That is really wild. Well, somebody decided, hey, you know what? Is this really just, a David Bowie reincarnated? Because they mixed audio of this dude, of course, with the actual Bowie music, and let's see if it's as good as the original.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Oh,
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
Oh, he didn't get it all. Okay.
Well, he missed a couple of the lyrics. So
yeah, yeah. What do you want? He just came back from the dead, Steve. Okay?
You had to punch that guy in the face, if anything.
Yeah. I'm with Danny. I'm not too sure I'd want that guy next to me or anywhere near me on the plane. That would be annoying.
I've heard that at the gym sometimes, where someone's got their headphones on in the locker room and they're just feeling the song, and it's just like, I'm part bothered, but I'm also like trying to figure out what song they're singing. I almost want to go up to them like, hey, dude, what are you singing so loudly, like in the locker room? Like, take your headphones off and stop this.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like, well, it's annoying me, but I'd like to be able to solve this sort of musical riddle. What's going on here?
What is that, the Shazam app? And I put it up at their face. I'm like, trying to figure out what song you're singing, man.
Does not compute.
Nope.
Yeah. Well,
what's more annoying, the person that's a loud singer or the person that just randomly likes to whistle very loudly.
What?
Do you guys not deal with that? I feel like that's like the ultimate sign of narcissism when you walk into somewhere and you're just whistling loudly, expecting people really enjoy your whistling skills.
Yeah. There's a
You're
person
hating on like whistling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate whistlers.
I hate it when they like do the really loud one to get everyone's attention, because I have a few people in my life that do that and it's obnoxious.
Yeah, in this situation, it's like someone coming in and they got like a song in their head, like, and it's like super loud. I'm just like, what are you like? What? Why are you whistling?
Yeah, exactly. And I've got somebody that I game with that does that, and it is frustrating as hell. They just start whistling at the game table when it's not their turn, or and I'm like, who whistles anymore? What are you doing? And they won't stop. Like even when we say, hey, you got to stop the whistling, or they click, I mean, they just do all these mouth noises, and I'm just like, what is, dude?
Mouth noises.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm with you, man. It's annoying. Sorry, Rev. I'm a whistle hater.
Damn.
Why, Rev, you like to go places and just whistle loudly?
Just sometimes I whistle. Sometimes I just whistle.
What are you whistling?
Whatever's in my brain. Sometimes it's songs, but, it's just...
What are you, hanging out with Snow White? What is with the whistling?
Oh, yes, I'm hanging out with the Disney characters, BJ.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Rev hangs out with Disney characters all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm trying to figure out what song Rev was just whistling.
I wasn't whistling any song. I was just whistling.
Oh,
that's even better. Steve and I then can't even play our musical riddle game. This is even more annoying when we can't figure it out. We can't Shazam you.
No, you can't.
So it's whistling is something to be done in private or in situations where no one wants to listen to someone else whistle. Another person said, you guys are no fun. I think that people are feeling the music. Your grumpy crew needs to ride some turtles.
Yeah, ride some turtles.
You're right.
You know what? When somebody's annoying, they always tell you you're no fun. Even though, like, the majority of the group is like, no, dude, you don't understand. Listen, most of us don't want to hear that. Rev's the only guy that wants to whistle. There's nobody else in this show that's raised their hand. Oh, please, whistle in my ear. Please do this.
Well, I think I like the idea of the texture that whenever we think of, like, we're being kind of grumpy, we should just picture ourselves riding turtles.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Is that to put us in a better mood?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Not that kind of riding.
I don't like the whole riding turtle idea, so that just makes me more miserable, right?
Okay.
Or is that the idea?
We're screwed. What are we going to do now?
Yeah. So
whistle
sorry.
while you ride a turtle.
Oh, that makes it so much better. Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, well, I'm glad somebody is. The Bomb Squad. Well, let's talk about the Bomb Squad, because they were recently called all because of an adult toy. Yeah, a Bomb Squad called because of an adult toy. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Migs Report for you at 6:19 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Griffel Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at griffelsplasma.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Up You All for giving us the Migs Report. And today is the day to listen to Andrew Dice Clay because it's Clean Comedy Day.
Clean Comedy Day?
Yeah, today's the day to enjoy clean comedy.
Wow, I've never even heard of this day ever.
You know who's a good clean comic? Jim Brewer. One of my favorite comics, almost never curses. I can't promise he'll never curse, but every time we've seen him, that's something that we've noticed, that he doesn't really drop a lot of F-bombs.
Oh,
so
that's
clean-ish.
nice to know.
I don't know if it's Clean-ish Comedy Day, but it's also National Superhero Day.
Oh, yeah.
So if you could only have lunch with one superhero, who would it be with? I don't know why lunch, but I'm hungry. I could just ask who your favorite superhero is, but we've done that before. So now you got to pick one to have lunch with.
I'll have lunch with your favorite superhero.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's see. Probably be old school. I think I'd have lunch with the ever-loving blue-eyed thing from the Fantastic Four.
Aw.
Yeah.
Is that the girl?
No,
that's the big orange dude.
The big orange rocky
but he
guy.
has blue eyes.
Yeah.
Oh. I heard blue-eyed. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of a weird way to address a woman by calling her a blue-eyed thing, but...
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was what he would affectionately call himself every once in a while back in the old Stan Lee days. The ever-loving blue-eyed thing.
So of all people to go to lunch with, you're going to go to lunch with the thing.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's got a great personality. Take me to Yancey Street, have some of the fine cuisine. It'd be great.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I'm going with Booster Gold.
Oh, of course you would.
Any specific reason?
He's rich.
Oh.
That's why he's called Booster Gold. He's got money. We could go to like El Gaucho or something.
All right, well, that's a good
point.
Get
filet mignons for lunch.
Well, all right.
I mean, I guess I could also pick Batman. He's rich. Or Iron Man.
But see, the thing is... Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but I feel like going with Booster Gold, it's like he's underappreciated, so he'll really like roll out the red carpet for me. I mean, this lunch could go into dinner.
Yeah. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. It's like, you actually picked me.
All right, Rev.
I'm going to have to go with Doctor Strange. He can conjure up anything we want. We've seen him do it with beer with Thor. So we can have whatever we want.
And that's funny because I was going to pick Thor.
Nice.
Are you going with Fat Thor?
Oh, either Thor. I feel like we're just going to eat and drink and be merry.
All right, so even if he's in shape Thor, by the end of your lunch, he'll be dad bod Thor.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, now I'm curious what Danny's going to go with.
Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, that's actually a good pick.
Yeah, we're going to go eat pizza together, especially because we're going to lunch.
Solid.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, when I think about how much Danny loves pizza, it makes sense. The Turtles. Yep.
All right, we go from turtles to grenades. Police in Germany, they got a call that a woman was jogging through a forest and spotted a grenade on the ground. So they actually had to get the bomb squad involved because they're like, well, this isn't good. And when the bomb squad showed up, they said, that's not a grenade. That's a grenade-shaped adult toy.
Nice.
The bomb squad found a USB charging cable next to it. So they believe that this grenade-shaped adult toy had some kind of power, needed power for vibrating abilities, I would imagine.
Okay.
And apparently you can get this on Amazon, but it's currently sold out. I don't know if it's sold out because of the popularity now of it being considered to be a bomb threat, but yeah. They also found a couple of condoms and some lube as well by the grenade. So whoever had that was having a party.
Yeah, they were. Oh, man, that's just a delightful scene.
This story cracks me up because you hear these stories about people that have ridiculous lawsuits. This might be one of the most ridiculous ones. There's a woman by the name of Caitlin. She's from Wisconsin, and she just filed a class action lawsuit against Bagel Bites. What? And the reason being is she says that they are low-quality pizza. She has two issues with it. I think Bagel Bites should sue her for just being stupid. Like, what do you expect? Rude. They're Bagel Bites. They're not going to be like the most fancy pizza bites ever. They serve a purpose. Well, she said they don't actually use tomato sauce, just tomato ingredients and no thickeners. And also she feels that the cheese is not real mozzarella, even though it says, quote, real dairy on the box. And I guess she's especially upset because she's from Wisconsin and says, dairy is a big part of Wisconsin. It's more integral to Wisconsin than potatoes to Idaho and oranges to Florida. And yes, she's filed a class action lawsuit over this.
So somebody's taking this up. Some lawyer thinks that there's enough in this to go do it.
Yeah, she feels that it's a deceptive packaging.
Here we go.
Or enough to settle,
They've reached out to Kraft Heinz because they're the ones who make Bagel Bites. They haven't commented because, it's probably because it's a really stupid lawsuit. They're like, we don't have time for this kind of ridiculousness. We're suing her for bothering our time.
I buy a product that it basically is a taste-related product, which means I could or could not like it. And if I don't like it, I can sue. Okay, great. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
All right, we want to talk about reasonable. Let's head on over to Florida, where there's lots of reasonable people, including Olivia, who was drunk in Florida and was arrested because, well, she was stumbling on the sidewalk and she was trying to give random citizens lap dances outside of a bar.
Well, come on now. She's just doing a public service.
Well, I think she has to get permission before she gives them to people. She was just going up to them, grinding up on them. Officers were called. Also, a fire rescue team because, well, she was highly intoxicated.
Really?
And they weren't able to evaluate her because, well, she threatened to punch paramedics if they touched her.
Oh, okay. That's not cool.
You can't touch her. She can touch you with the lap dance, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Right.
Yeah, that's very hypocritical.
So the cop's like, look, okay, can we just take you to your apartment or call somebody to pick you up? She started cursing them out.
Oh, yeah.
She then asked one of the officers if they wanted to bang on the sidewalk.
Oh, wow. That escalated from, unfriendly to friendly.
She sounds like a party. And, of course, somebody did some research. And according to her Instagram, she's currently competing with other women to be on the cover of Maxim magazine.
There we go.
She gets my vote.
I was wondering, whether, just what this woman was bringing to the table. But if she's, competing to be on Maxim, all right, hey.
Mariners lost yesterday, guys.
Not again.
2-0 to Houston. They play again today at 5.
Oh, is it happening? Is reality setting in for us?
Yes, I think that just like many seasons, we start off hot, and then we continue to disappoint. There's still hope.
The thing is, we just don't have it looks like we need to get that offense going because, again, 2-0. We're not giving up a skillion runs here.
Did you hear what somebody was proposing with Major League Baseball? Because they're trying to find ways to speed up the games. And so, right now they're doing the whole thing with extra innings where they place a runner on second base. But there's some people that are trying to campaign for, instead of doing the extra base thing, kind of go with what the NHL does with a shootout. If the game goes into extra innings, it becomes a home run derby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I guess one of Major League Baseball's partner leagues, the Pioneer League, they're going to replace extra innings with a home run derby to see how it goes. One player from each team will get 5 pitches, and whoever hits the most home runs, that team wins. If there's a tie, you grab another player, and you do it again.
Oh, that's very, very interesting.
I'd be in for that.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting.
I'd be in for that because I used to love watching that TV show, The Home Run Derby. I always loved the home run competitions as a kid and as an adult as well. But more importantly, it would piss off all the baseball purists, and I think that's entertaining.
I'm already pissed off with the man on second base thing anyway.
You don't like it?
No, I don't. I get it shortens the game, which I think is good for the players, so I don't have a problem with that because you don't want the players out there for like an 18-inning game, which sometimes happens. But just putting a dude on base, it defeats a great reliever who comes out of the pen who might be able to shut people down, but you already throw a guy on second, and it really just, to me, it puts a lot of pressure. So I think the home run derby, to me, might be better than that. If it all, I would say, to me, they're equal, except I think the home run derby is going to be more entertaining.
Yeah, think about if I'm on social media and it says, they're going into extra innings, I'm going to put on that game because I'm like, it's home run derby time. I need to check this out.
Yeah, I think, and also, Steve, a guy like you just said it. You're not super interested in baseball, but you tune in for that, and they're trying to get eyes, people watching. I think you might be onto something along with the Pioneer League.
Well, they say chicks dig the long ball, and so does Miggs.
And so does, and Brett Boone. Yes, you, Brett Boone, and the chicks.
The big fight is back on, everybody. I was nervous it wasn't going to happen, but now it's been announced it's going to happen on June 6th. Floyd Mayweather is going to be boxing against YouTube sensation, some would call it D-bag, Logan Paul.
Oh, please, Floyd win.
Is this why Lloyd agreed to this? He's like, finally people are going to be rooting for me to win a fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a special exhibition match. Floyd, who's like 50-0, I think. And Logan Paul, not to be mistaken with his brother Jake Paul, who just won his fight against that Ben Askren guy. Logan Paul has a 0-1 record when he lost his fight against a fellow YouTuber by the name of KSI. In some kind of a decision fight that I didn't watch. Wow. Went the distance and...
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
As far as weather, 64 degrees, going to be cloudy. Thank you, Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. And that's the big report. That's what's up.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
What kind of insect is Hopper in the late 90s movie A Bug's Life?
A bunny?
No.
Oh, insect. Grasshopper.
Yes. That's my favorite answer in the history of Pete Makes. A bunny, one of my favorite insects ever, right there. But you did get it right, so, you came back. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 6:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.